Good afternoon, everybody, to the third SAT review video. This time I want to try to talk faster because last time I wasn't talking very fast, and I feel like keeping the pace going will just improve my speaking, and I just want to improve my speaking speed. So we're going to be doing that. Let's jump into it. So we are going to start with reading. I got a 10 out of 11. For 11, I wasn't really considering the right answer choice because it didn't mention the year. So notice that it's a very odd thing to roll it out because the graph was mainly talking about states, like states is in like the United States, the states of the United States, and deaths. So to solve this question in the future, I'm going to look at the graph's x and y axis and then look for the answers in the passage that mention the x and y axis. And then when all else fails, we can look at the key, which mentioned the year. And that's what I was mainly going off when I should have looked at the whole graph and really gotten the big picture. Moving on to writing, I got a 9 out of 11, so missing 2 questions. Not that great. I wanted to shoot for 10 out of 11, but it's still pretty good. Let's get started. Question 3. I wasn't looking at the big picture either, which is going to be a theme into this. I was very small-minded while taking these tests, and I was just kind of going off my I wasn't answering the questions in a way that was very solid. You have to look at your answers and look at them again and again and make sure that you're doing everything right. So double checking is a good thing most of the time, unless you're second guessing yourself, which is different. But yeah. So important lesson here is to not make assumptions and read the whole sentence. Read the whole sentence. Read the whole sentence. Read the whole sentence. I can't stress this enough. I don't know why I didn't, but I remember just looking at the very section of the sentence separated by commas, because that's all that matters. But it just makes the question a lot easier when you just get more information into your brain, and yeah. So this was a past tense question, and I picked has instead of did. I didn't realize at the time that did was a past tense, and I was like, you just have to, you along with reading the whole sentence, you have to plug in each question and make sure you're not missing anything, because I kind of glimpsed over did because I thought it was present tense, but when you think about it, it's past tense. So that was a large oversight as me, and has means to do that something didn't happen, and did means something did happen, so it fits a lot better in this context. Moving on to 9, I think the main thing I missed here was a comparison between the developed world and the developing world. Knowing that, I would pick the opinion that fits well with the sentence, but about the developed world. All the other opinions have irrelevant details, and the main topic was food waste. Next time I'll make sure that not only does the answer the answer feature key words, but also makes sense in the context, because the one I picked had those keywords. It had food, and that's kind of how deep I went. You really just have to read, get the big picture first, and then you can fall back on keywords and key features. It's not the other way around. Okay, moving on to 9. I also got a 9 out of 11. Moving on to math. I also got a 9 out of 11. So let's see what I did wrong here. For the first one, I simply was going too fast, didn't think everything through. For this question, obviously, you need to multiply 2 by 0.595 to get the answer. I saw the connection between ounces per inch and price per ounce, but I just didn't do the conversion factor and type 2. next time I'll just spend more time on these unit problems because I have had trouble in the past with these. Number 6, I used really dumb logic to solve this one, actually. So what I did was I distributed out the equation to be 6x plus 10 equals 6x plus 10. But there was a main problem here. I missed the minus sign. I think I've done this on math tests in the past before. I'm sure everyone has made this mistake where you just lose the minus sign at some point in your problem, which obviously gets you the wrong answer 100% of the time. So I get an equation that has all real solutions, right? So you would think like, wait a minute, you'd see that it's all real solutions, and you would go back and say, hey, a student response question should not have all real solutions because any question typed in to the student response would be right. And you would be wrong. I completely saw that it was all real solutions, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll just type in an answer and hope it's right. I really should have just spent 2 more seconds thinking that through and seeing that I missed the minus sign, and none of this would have happened. So lesson there learned, if you get all real solutions on a student response, it's probably wrong, unless your teacher is shady and trying to boost your grade. But other than that, it will not happen out on the SAT. So yeah, that's all for the SAT review. I was just hit by a thunderstorm a day ago, so my running times haven't been good because I'm afraid of slipping. But once the ground dries, I will try to beat that 7:20. I've been going around 8, which is really bad for what I got 2 days ago, 7:21. And yeah, that's pretty much all. Thanks for watching. See ya.